All right, y'all. We are back with another video, man. Y'all already know what's going on. All right. Now, I do not have an Oreo to show. Remember, I said I was gonna get some Oreos, but I saw a bunch of comments of other people confirming it. I looked up other videos, and it's definitely there. Um, maybe I will buy a pack of Oreos just to check and toss them in the trash. Honestly, I haven't had Oreos in so long, but yeah, the Leviathan cross is definitely on the Oreo. You could probably make another symbol at the bottom of the Oreo for the Freemason triangle, but it's there. And according to a good bit of the comments yesterday, a lot of y'all minds were blown just like, just like me. I had no idea that was on the Oreo. I think that was the most, you know, um, I don't know. I don't know. I think that was probably like the craziest little clip of yesterday's video outside of all the Erica Kirk stuff, right? Kind of gonna do another compilation video today. Just had a couple things I wanted to show y'all, but this Heidi Klum Halloween costume for this year 2025, and she was Medusa. I didn't think too much of it until I started reading the comments on some of these videos, and people were like, I mean, I thought the same thing. I was like, holy shit, this is beyond real of a costume. Let me show y'all some of these clips because people were thinking the same thing. It was like, hold on, I don't even think this is fake. it was like it was like maybe this is her real form or something. It was just crazy to see the reactions of people to this costume. This shit blew my mind, I'm not gonna lie. Check this out first though. This is this streamer, I think how you pronounce his name, Rakai or something like that. Y'all know young dude that's around Kai Cenat, um the Asian dude Ray. Y'all know he kind of like a part of that whole team. I think he has almost 2 million followers on Twitch, so he's, pretty popular in the streaming world and has probably made a lot of money for himself. And you can see why. Check this out right here, y'all.
They made him wear the dress on live.
I'm so quick to say him in a minute rush roll. Bitch, I believe in Jesus Christ and only Jesus Christ. Him in a minute rush roll. Bitch, I believe in Jesus Christ and only Jesus Christ. Bitch, is my room only. The fuck?
It's not even Halloween no more. It's not even Halloween no more.
Can't chill. Look. You very hard.
They made him wear the dress on live.
I'm so quick to say him in a minute rush roll. Bitch, I believe in Jesus Christ and only Jesus Christ.
Now that shit looks scary. He said, y'all be so quick to say I'm in a ritual. Then try to say, I'm with Jesus Christ and only Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. Jesus Christ don't do anything for money. He made sure to do this on the stream, too. And then acting like he's shaking his butt is like, this is crazy. You're not getting me to, I don't care if it's Halloween or not. You're not getting me. Then you got to do all the antics like you a girl. You're not getting me to do this. This just don't work for me. Look at that. This just don't work for me. Look, gotta bend over on stream in front of all these people that's watching you. And you supposedly in a white girl. Look at this. Oh my God. In a white girl costume. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see what we got up next. This was actually one of the close-ups. I think there was another one that I had that, yeah, because this one is in another language, but this close-up on this is why I saved this one. I remember now. There was another one I want to show y'all where a lot of the comments are talking about this being real. This is just insane though. I mean, damn, if you want to say, they just went crazy on the costume. Obviously, she's a millionaire, got a lot of money. This, what? What? Look at this. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. This is crazy. Oh, no. This is crazy. What y'all think about this though, man? Look, hold on. Let's jump into this other clip because I got another one down the line, but I think we'll come back to this and read some of the comments of what people was talking about. Let's check this other clip out though, y'all.
So by now you're probably realizing that they don't die, but they actually just disappear. And the difference is more important than you think. Isn't it maddening how every time a major celebrity dies, the internet explodes with "rest in peace"? But let's look a little deeper. Half of them vanish right before exposing something, or after they've served their purpose. There's a name for this in ancient schools of mystery, and it's called the ritual of disappearance. It's when a public figure becomes too symbolic to a point that they're either silenced or recycled. And so you're probably wondering why. It's because public emotion is energy. If they can control where that emotion goes, they can control the perception of what's real. The system doesn't need your money. It needs your attention. And these fake deaths are the fastest way to harvest it. Remember, in Revelation, the beast's power isn't violence, it's deception. And the illusion is so convincing that people swear they're awake when they're still really locked into the matrix. So ask yourself, who benefits every time the world mourns a false idol? And what truth were you just distracted from seeing?
Now, I remember when I first started, doing these sacrifice videos on YouTube, like when I first started, I had this one particular person who used to send me a lot of stuff, and she sent me what this girl was sitting here just talking about. And I remember going back and trying to find it one day, and I think she was talking about like ancient occult books and stuff, or just, you know, what was the term that she used? Let me see again real quick.
But let's look a little deeper. Half of them vanish right before exposing something, or after they've served their purpose. There's a name for this in ancient schools of mystery.
She used the term that it comes from ancient schools of mystery. So, you could say ancient occult knowledge, or you can even take it to, Freemasonry as well, because I remember getting sent something where it was this article about the exact same thing she's talking about. There's basically a death ritual, but not in the sense of like you actually dying. It's exactly what she's explaining. Is to pull the person out of the spotlight, and in a sense, that is the ritual itself. Because she's right. I mean, what other way to harvest energy? What other way to pull somebody off of the world stage than to basically graduate them into another person, or take them off of the scene and use the public's emotion to make it seem real, i.e., Kobe Bryant, Prince. Somebody said Amy Winehouse looks like Lady Gaga. Then this girl responded and said, because she is. That's her second reboot after getting sober and wanting a new image. Somebody said they're humans. They die. Of course they do. But it's deeper than that. It's not, this is a world where they can basically, while they're on Earth, they can basically do anything they want because their master is Satan. So a lot of people have to understand that. Somebody said they don't disappear. They start playing a different role. It's very true. I mean, we were kind of talking about that in the video we did with the whole, mask thing and all of that, and celebrities wearing different masks, so on and so on, right? Very interesting stuff. But I've heard it before that it's a ritual. I mean, you can think about a lot of artists that get took off, or actors, actresses, they get took off the world stage right at the peak of their fame. Now, do I believe some of these artists made deals with the devil and their time is just simply up? Yeah, I believe so as well. Example, XXX Tentacion. He was took out at a time where they were able to harvest the most energy from it. One of the biggest ritual rap deaths I've ever seen. And I believe his time was truly up. I don't think, for me personally, I don't think XXX is out here playing another role. I believe his deal with the devil was very short, and that's just what happened. I thought that was very interesting. Let's see what we got next.
This is the worst Sam Smith video we've ever seen. Sure, we'd all love to see the old Sam Smith come back, but there's going to be a problem. Remember, 7 years ago, everyone was singing his songs, whether it was Stay With Me, Promises, or Too Good at Goodbyes. Sam Smith had one of the most beautiful voices music had ever known, and yet something strange destroyed the Sam Smith we knew. Overnight, everything changed about him. Everyone saw he had gained weight. His style had nothing to do with what it was before, but the worst part is when he went back on tour after this change. What he delivered was darker, more mysterious, as if he had to follow specific orders. When you look at most of his recent concerts, the only thing that sticks is the red. It's literally everywhere, and we all know what that color is associated with. But beyond the color, he shocks his fans more and more with his outfits. Look at this concert. I don't even want to explain. It's that disturbing. How long will this keep going without anyone saying anything?
Y'all have to forgive me. I'm not able to come across everything. Even though I do this every day, I research so much. Bro, I didn't know Sam Smith was doing all this. I didn't even know. I promise you I didn't know. I thought this was still the same Sam Smith. When he released that song, Now I Found You in My Space. It was like a collab or something. I thought this was still same old dude. Y'all gotta forget this, bro. Oh my God. Y'all. Now, I remember seeing this photo of him because I remember this like going around the internet at the time. I do remember this. But the antics, I don't remember that. Somebody said he admitted that the original version of himself was an act and that this new version was him all along since day one. This is just crazy. Somebody said I missed the old Sam Smith. I removed all his songs from my phone. I get it. He got yo. Yo. He was bending over. Having to do, oh my God. The dude hand is on, oh my God, y'all. Why y'all ain't tell me Sam Smith was doing this? I'm still thinking he this dude. I mean, when he came out, you could kinda see it, but I'm still thinking Sam Smith is this guy right here. Y'all gotta forgive me. I told you, I don't see every single thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I remember some of these pictures, but I was just like, this every other artist, they already know what they gotta do. This is that Baphomet energy right here. Even if he's lying and he was not this way the entire time, this is what the industry turned him into. This is what they turned him into. Church of Satan responds to backlash to Sam Smith and Kim Petras Grammy performance. So this was the one that was 2 years ago. So is she involved in the Church of Satan? Is this woman right here involved in the Church of Satan? The Church of Satan has responded with Magister David Harris that the performance was just all right and nothing particularly special. Of the claims the performance was a satanic ritual, it's sad when politicians on national stage use someone's religion as a punchline. Man, this is definitely a ritual. But yeah, man, that's crazy with Sam Smith, man. It's really Baphomet energy, Baphomet ritual, being able to be used by demons. Just like Pastor Darby said. He, they turned him out instantly. Instantly. And it looks worse when you big as hell. Gain all that weight. It look worse when you big as hell. Look at this latex looking black shit like the American Horror Story demonic, costume or whatever this is. Always remind me of American Horror Story. Wow. I'm not doing this because like I'm lying about not knowing. I really did know, y'all. I really did know. That's crazy.
Yeah, they joked about it, but was it really a joke? Pay attention to this.
Insane, dude.
Look at all this talent in one spot. There's Daniel Day-Lewis, there's Alan Arkin, there's Joaquin Phoenix, and you know what's interesting? All those actors I just named are part Jewish.
Oh, okay.
What about you? You got a Berg on the end of your name. Are you Jewish?
Am I Jewish? No, actually, I'm Catholic.
Wrong answer. Try again.
What?
Look, you want to work in this town, or don't you? That's interesting, Mark, because I am Jewish.
No, you're not.
I am. I was born Theodore Shapiro, and I would like to donate money to Israel and continue to work in Hollywood forever. Thank you. I am Jewish.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, well, we'll see who the idiot is when they give me my private plane at the next secret synagogue meeting.
Look, I'm not doing a sequel with you, okay? And the nominees for Best Sound Editing are...
When it comes down to it, y'all, we know who runs the world.
We definitely know what is going on. I thought that clip was pretty interesting considering, this was Mark Wahlberg, and I didn't actually know this. Somebody said Seth doesn't sugarcoat. So somebody said it's Seth MacFarlane writing this. He always makes references like this. Somebody said Seth MacFarlane does not sugarcoat. Truth isn't hidden, it's in plain sight. Of course. I mean, we already know that. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna end the video off right here. I know some of y'all may not be surprised to this at all, but I really didn't know he was gone like this. I really didn't know. I guess Sam Smith was just somebody I never really paid attention to like that. But this is pretty crazy, y'all. This is pretty crazy. Y'all can probably expect to see this on the thumbnail. This is crazy. All right, y'all. We'll go ahead and wrap it up right here, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next one. Anything y'all want me to cover, coming up in the next couple of days, y'all be sure to let me know, all right? That being said, it's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon, all right? I'm out.